Are we going to have the material?
Yes, I'll send the recording.
Okay.
I'll upload on YouTube, then send you the link. So you can click on it and download if you want. So that because of the large files, you'll be able to get the large file. So okay, so let's go. So we're looking at how to reset the body to factory setting, and it's something that is practical. You understand? After some time, your phone starts misbehaving. What do they tell you to do? Reset to factory setting. So why do they say you should reset to factory setting? Because when it's a factory setting, it functions properly. So after the body has undergone a lot of bashing, a lot of toxicity, a lot of waste, at some point you need to reset it. You need to bring it down to the normal setting. What is the first thing that happens? I want to ask this question. What's the first thing that happens if you want to reset? Okay, let's say for instance, a product is very dirty and it's looking old. What is the first thing that happens if you want to restore it to newness? What's the first thing you do?
You flush it then. How do you flush it? Detoxify it.
Let's not use it. You wash it.
Okay.
You wash it. That's why you see sometimes some mechanics use petrol to wash some parts. You understand? To make it appear almost new. Yes. So what is washing? Washing is detoxification. Detoxification. So let's move on. Why do you need to reset the body? Why do you need to reset the body? Because you have accumulated lots of toxic waste over the years. From your food, your water, the air you breathe, the smoke you inhale, your drugs, the soil, cream, and all manner of things have access into the body and need not to be there. So how do you do it? You need to remove it. The second point is that you are always exhausted and fatigued after work. That means you need to reset. You have been eating poorly. If I notice, for instance, sometimes I travel for a trip, a long trip, like next week I'll be traveling and maybe like 2 or 3 weeks I won't be around. You know it's difficult to control your meal when you're not at home. You understand? So sometimes I eat things that I'm not. I know myself that it's cognitive dissonance now. I know that I'm eating nonsense, but I have to be alive to be able to train people. So what do? I detoxify. Immediately I come back, I just set my detox machine. I just start detoxing. And do you know, every time I do that detox, the kind of toxins that come out is unbearable. Yes. So when you are overwhelmed with stress, you are so tired, you don't know what to do. You need to have both body and mental resets. Your immune system is very low. You're always sick, from one sickness to the other. I remember one lady came to the office to see me after hearing me on radio. One person had almost 10 diseases. Yes, one person. And I tried to interview her, the kind of life you live, she lives. She's barely 50. And if you look at her, she can't even walk properly because her waist is gone. You understand? She's barely 50 and she's so on the big side. So these are people that eat as food comes, as if they come. You know the difference between the sick person and the healthy person is knowledge. Not just knowledge, applied knowledge. Because you can know something and still go wrong. So you are suffering from one disease or the other, or you have many diseases at the same time. Only you. Some people have, some people are suffering from BP, others are suffering from diabetes. Some have the two together. Some have different diseases. So you need a body reset. Or your lifestyle is very poor. You don't have time for rest. You are always busy. You are the kind of person that from one place to the other, always active. Your lifestyle is poor, so you need a total body reset. There are types of reset for the body. The first one is spiritual reset. Spiritual reset. We came to discover in psychology that if somebody is not in good terms with his God, he's always sick. If you like be treating, you are wasting your time. Yes, he's not in good terms with his God. Either he's a Christian, a Muslim, or a traditional worshipper. But something is wrong with that communication. So there's mental reset and there's body reset. And we'll be looking at the three of them. Spiritual reset. If your connection with your maker is broken, then your whole being may not be coordinated and sickness will result. There are some people, the reason why they are still sick is because they committed a sin and they think God has not forgiven them because of the magnitude of the sin they committed. So because of that unforgiveness, there's a detachment from the relationship they have with God. So because of that detachment, they don't even believe that when they are sick that they can be healed. Do you know there are some people that they are sick today and they believe it's punishment from God for the sin they committed? It sounds strange, but it's true, it happens. So they feel God is punishing them, and even some pastors don't make things easy. Some pastors don't make things easy. They tell you that there are some sins you commit, God must punish you. Yes, I've heard that message before. So there are some sins that God cannot forgive easily. He must punish you first before. They will now quote Paul, how Paul was punished for his own sin. But it's not like that. So if you don't have a connection between you and God, it will be difficult for you to resolve some sicknesses. Take out time to reconnect with God. Take out time to reconnect. Take out time to fast. Take out time to pray. Some people go for retreats. The retreat is not physical retreat, it's spiritual retreat. Because they want to bring themselves back to that connection they used to have with God. So those are spiritual resets. Then purge your life of wickedness and bitterness. If you are a wicked person or a bitter person, you need a spiritual reset. Because the kind of energy it takes to be bitter, the body self does not understand it. Let me give you an instance. If you are quarreling with someone and you see the person suddenly, what happens to you? You understand? So your heart just skips a beat and you start pouting. What happened? You just saw somebody. Maybe you wanted to harm the person and the person just came. I remember what happened to me when we were in school. You know, I was saying something that our place we used to fly in the afternoon. It's not a joke. My uncle is here. He knows what I'm talking about. It's really true. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Yeah. So if you know where I'm from, I don't want to mention it. so one time I was in school, and this lady was our neighbor. You understand? She's a member of the Air Force. So, and she gave me. And she gave me, she know when you're going to school as a student and people give you money, I think so and buy bread. So she gave me 50 naira notes. That's 50 naira, 200 naira in those days. So that money, because I knew she was a member, and I put it here in my breast pocket. I didn't add it to my other money. So I going. We got to Ore. You know Ore, when you stop at Ore, people buy food and all that. So I wanted to buy food. I said, how much is it? They say it's 100 naira. I just brought 100 and paid. As I handed the money over to the person, all my teeth started paining me. Yes. Instant teeth pain. I thought it was meat I chew or something like that. By the time I got to the hostel, I could not eat anything. So as I was about sleeping, and I remember that, it's not this Air Force woman money that I use in pay for this food. So I just started praying, and by morning the thing just vanished. So during holiday, I got to immediately I jammed that woman like this. She just ran into the house. She wasn't expecting that I would come back alive. Yes. She wasn't expecting. So immediately she jammed me, she just ran back inside. So that's why I said it takes a lot of energy. A lot of that's why there are some people when the devil possesses them, but that spirit leaves, they become weak. Why are they weak? Because an energy has left them. So when you are a wicked person, that energy comes on you, and that energy destroys the body. the body cannot bear it. That's why there was somebody that Jesus wanted to cast out. They now told him that the father now said that he throws the boy into fire, into water. It's energy. Yes, it's energy. So until that demon left, the person was not free. So if you want to do a mental reset, your life must be clean. A spiritual reset, your life must be clean. You must have a good relationship with people. Be nice with people. Wickedness does not pay. You understand? Because there's sometimes that is the kindness you have for people that they use in pain. Have you noticed that there are some people that when they die, it's a crowd that comes for their burial ceremony? Why? People they touched. But see, there's some people that they die, they say, that man don't die. Hey, wicked man. You know, there was also somebody that left Uniben. It's Uniben now. They now wrote like obituary. He just resigned though. He just retired. They wrote like obituary, the exit of a tyrant. That was the title of the obituary. We were happy to announce the exit. He was an HOD of so and so person who was a wicked tyrant. I think one of the training we did, yes, it was there in the training that Dr. Shadari was trying to explain it. A tyrant. So you can be so wicked to a point that people are celebrating your obituary, your exit.
When the person
He's still alive.
Was he aware?
He's aware. Do you know that if you go to some schools, some HODs are like gods? If you go to some schools, in fact, Nigerian school system is so stressful that if you are not careful, you can drop out. Telling you the fact. That's why when we go outside, because we expect it to also be worse, but it's not that worse. We excel. So let's move on. Mental resets. How do you reset your mind? This is the realm of the mind. You know, as I said earlier, that the mind is the powerhouse of the body. Anything that happens to the mind happens to the body. So practice meditation and practice mindfulness. What is meditation? You can think of something good, not something bad now. You can think of something, maybe music is playing, and you think of the lyrics of the music. There are some old school music that has so much sense that if you want to relax, you can actually meditate with them. You're talking about all those things that used to happen when we were small, all this nostalgic feeling and all that. You can meditate with the word of God, that's the Bible, or Quran. You can meditate with just speaking a word and saying, let me just think about how my life will be in the next 20 years. And you are seeing yourself in a mansion, you are seeing yourself buying cars, relaxing. Do you know at that moment your mind will be relaxed?
So
you are cutting off from the environment.
Let me ask a question. When you put your mind in what you just explained last, don't you think it will cause a stress because your focus will be getting to that level?
Yeah. You are not thinking of how to get there. You are thinking of that place. It's when you start thinking, how do I get there, and stress will not start. But if I close my eyes now and I see myself discussing with Joe Biden, or I see myself, me I am Putin, we're at the same table, we're talking about how to end the war in Ukraine. You understand? My stress level will drop. Yes, my stress level will drop. I will just enjoy the environment. Do you know it's still powerful that when you imagine that you are in the beach, you will smell the beach. You will perceive it. It's that powerful. So you feel that the breeze of the beach is hitting you, you're on the seaside and all that. It will help you to relax. So something that can also help is yoga, something like yoga. Detoxify the mind. When I'm talking about detoxification of the mind, it means that you are taking toxins, negativity off the mind. Do you know there are some people, negativity flows around them? Once they come into a place like that, anything you are doing, they will tell you how the thing will not work. You understand? They are very negative people. They are very negative. Or they are the kind of people that once they come to you, their negativity rubs off on you. You start behaving anyhow. Wow, this is not me. What's happening? Somebody just transferred negativity to you. So how do you detoxify your mind? You remove all negativities and allow only positive things to come to your mind. If you are gossiping to me, you are wasting your time because I'm not hearing what you are saying. You understand? Because I don't want it to pollute my mind. There's some information you are telling me, I don't even know what you are saying. It's entering here, but it's going out from here instantly. Because if I dwell on it, it's going to weigh me down. Listen to music. Music is a food for the soul. And when I'm talking about music, it's not the one we have now. Sure, you know that. The one, it's not it's not which are the music. There's some music that when you listen to it, you can't say what the person is saying. It doesn't even make sense. Some of these are big musicians. They are not singing sense.
It's the lyrics.
Remove women, remove money. There is no music. Remove women and money. There's no music. You understand? So everything's about women. Everything's about money. Everything's about Yahoo. Do you know that Buga song is talking about Yahoo? Yahoo. Yes. If you don't pay attention, everybody, it's not when it gets to Buga, everybody will start singing. What of the thing that the guy is saying before Buga?
You can only hear you land softly and then you Buga. That's the only two words.
So let's move on. Get enough sleep. We have discussed about sleep. Beautify your environment. I say this every time.
So I have a question on that getting enough sleep.
Yes.
Yeah, last time you did mention that between 7 to 8 hours of a sleep.
Yeah.
Now, if you sleep like 4 hours and wake up and continue sleep for another 2 hours, do you count them together?
Yes.
Or just at a stretch?
No, not as a stretch. Not as a stretch. It's sleep.
Okay.
Your sleeping time. There are some wristwatches that calculate your sleeping time. Yes. They just the total time. So beautify your environment. Once the environment is not clean, it affects the mind. So make sure, why do people plant flowers, make the environment, make their house so beautiful? Is to help them relax so that when you enter your house is a stress management place. Your house is not a war zone. I remember a friend took me to the house. It's because I forced him that I think I was doing internship that I saw him, an old friend. He was married, he was looking good. I said, okay, can I go to your house? He said, no, don't worry. Next, I said, no, I want to know your house. Wow. And I followed him to the house. Do you know when we entered the house like this? Charcoal pot was on the center table. The house was smelling, was in a mess. Only one child. And the woman was in the house. It was when we came into the house, he was so ashamed of himself. The woman started trying to adjust. I said, oh, madam, don't worry. This is your normal habitation. Don't try to change anything. Of course, I didn't say that, but I implied that. So there are some people, their house is a war zone. Everything is scattered. It will affect the child. I was talking on radio one time, Wazobia FM, and I said that if a child is growing up in an environment that is so untidy, that the child will become aggressive. The child, last time when you go to all these slums, Ajegule, Mushe, there's a way the children behave. They don't behave like the children are living in Ikeja, Kikoyi. You understand? Same in Abuja. If you go to Maitama, Asokoro, it's not from Apape. It's not from Balabanyanya. It's not from Kubwa. You understand? Because of the environment. That's why when we go, man, I told my wife that even if there's no money, but it's the environment, we must live in a place that is okay. Yes.
So I want to say something about this environment issue.
Yes.
You see, there's something that happened yesterday. I really experienced it. Like we have this aloe vera plant. Okay. Just one pot somebody gave to me. The thing is just bringing up new ones.
Yes.
But along the line, the whole compound was filled with aloe vera. So I told my husband, let's buy extra pot, plant it, put outside.
Yeah. We
have flowers there so that if people are passing, they have need of it. Yeah. Let them take. My husband said, no, they use it, people can buy. I said, it's too much. Yeah. So he bought these pots. Yesterday, he got somebody, they replant it, put in the whole front, and then surround the compound. Bought extra flower with colors. When I entered the compound yesterday, as I came back home, I experienced a kind of joy. For the first time I came out in our street, I was interacting with my neighbor. As if you people want this thing. They say, the frontage is so beautiful. Where did you get all this? So many. In fact, yesterday night, when my husband went out, the kind of joy I experienced. This morning I woke up, I ran out to just go around the compound again to see the flowers.
It's relaxing. It's relaxing. That's why in the Western world, They are very particular about where they stay.
Yes.
They are particular. Somebody can just buy a whole town and be living there. An island. One person has an island. It's because they want peace of mind. So exercise and all that, these are things that we need to do. So let's move on straight. So there's something that I usually say, and I've written it here. If you want to reset your brain without disrupting your daily schedule, because you can, sometimes your work is very choking, but you still need to reset your mind. What do? You use the 5-5 rule. What is the 5-5 rule? Break your day into 5 parts or 5 sprints of deep work. You understand? And take 5 minutes break in between every session. So what do I mean? Let's say you work for 8 hours. Break that 8 hours into 5 parts. You understand? Every 5 minutes you watch your time. Every 5 minutes, every let's say every 15 minutes or every 45 minutes, you take out time, take 5 minutes, walk around. You understand? After walking around, you come back, continue your work. That break you are giving helps to reduce the quantity of stress that you have accumulated. You understand? But some people work at a go. Some people sit down 6 hours, 7 hours, they are still on a job. Those in between breaks, you change position. By changing position, some hormones come down. You understand? For instance, if I've been sitting for too long, immediately I stand up and I stretch. There is that change of position drops down my stress level. So that is the rule. Let's move on. Body reset, which is something that every one of us should practice. The first one is do a water detox. Water detox therapy. What is water detox therapy? Make sure you are using alkaline water. If you don't have alkaline water, you can use energized water using biodisc. Or you can use spring water. You understand? You know water is a problem in Nigeria. Some of our water is acidic. You can't do a water detox and using acidic water. It won't work. Yes, you'll be doing more damage. So do a water detox for a whole day. Don't eat anything. Just drink only water. Only water. Just keep the water. You can even use lemon water. You can, yes, lemon, ginger, garlic, and all that. You can add it and use the water. So what does it do? It flushes the kidney and the liver. Once there's no food and you are drinking enough water, the little food that is, the little toxins that is accumulated in the kidney and the liver, it flushes it out. It cleanses the system. So once in a while, you can do, even if it's every month, you can do, okay, 1 or 2 days, I'm not going to eat any food, I'm going to take only water. You will not die, sincerely. Do fruit fasting. Fruit fasting means that the kind of fruit that we took now, in the morning you take it, in the afternoon you take another one, in the evening you take. When you are doing fruit fasting, do more fiber fruits like garden egg, cabbage, cucumber, avocado. Those are the things that will give you fiber, because fiber fruits helps in cleansing the digestive system. So it makes.
Does it give energy too?
Yes, it gives energy. If you take something like garden egg, it will boost your energy level. You feel full even when you have not eaten. So it also helps in doing
Can
it.
I just say something here?
Yes.
Talk about this food fasting. Okay. See, I have high blood pressure issue.
Okay.
And I've had that for a very, very long time.
Okay.
More than 10 years at least. Now, yeah, I take medication almost every day. It controls it to an extent. But then, after we met, the doctors have gotten.
Yes.
So I decided to try this fruit fasting.
Okay.
Actually, just went on fruit for up to 8-9 days.
Okay.
Okay. On the 10th day, okay, 2 things happened. I have to tell you the way it happens.
Okay.
Now, I stopped taking the medication, but it wasn't correcting me. Okay. Now, but when I combined it with the medication, for the first time, my BP came to normal.
Yeah.
Like it has never been at all.
Yeah.
And it stayed like that throughout the fasting. But the funny thing, when I stopped fasting, I went back to normal food.
Yeah.
he began to, come up with, and I was really very angry at that. So.
Wow.
No, yeah, because
the things I want us to.
yeah, that's the more reason why. That's why the more reason why your food should be towards natural more. You understand? Not as if, okay, for instance, now let's say you eat solid food once a day, and all the other dinner and are made up of fruits. It will correct. It will correct. I have a friend that her job is to correct BP, and people are paying her serious money, 200k, 300k. She just place you on food fasting with food. Yes.
Without taking medication.
She will take you take medication until it corrects. Okay. Then you now withdraw the medication.
Gradually.
Yes, because you can't take off the medication at once. The body will not take it. Yes, but once it's corrected, you now start taking out. Maybe you reduce the dosage gradually until you finally stay off, and it automatically corrects. So in nature is healing. In nature, that's just the thing.
It has to be caution because
yes.
This is what happen if you are diabetics and high blood pressure. Somebody did it and cut off medication from.
No, you don't. You don't. You don't.
3 months.
Yeah, you don't.
You
don't. You do know the issue with the Nigerian system. The people that are telling you to cut off, they are all these people selling multi-level marketing products. They are not medical personnel. A properly trained medical personnel, be it doctor of natural medicine, they will tell you don't cut off your medication. Because it's the medication that is sustaining the person. The body is used to the medication. You can't just tell the person to stop immediately and it will stop. Even when I give people my own remedies, I tell them take it with medication. Because if you don't take it with medication, you won't get results. So when you take it with medication, it now forces the medication to work well. Until the body finally corrects itself, then you cannot stay off medication. So exercise daily, but don't overdo it. I remember I was doing a training, I said you should exercise. One man that is above 70 now went to go and run. When the next day, he now came to complain that the doctor said he should go and exercise. He now ran. The waist now shifted. So he was not using walking stick to walk. So now I used to add, don't overdo it. You understand? To help. Because Nigerians, we are very prone to overdoing things. When they said that salt kills Ebola, what happened to that thing? Salt became scarce in the market. So temporarily cut off inflammatory food out of your diet. What are inflammatory food? Processed food. There are some food that the body doesn't take well. You understand? Because of the sodium level that is inside. So because of that, it will cause the body to be inflamed. You understand? Processed food, processed diet, canned foods, and all that. These are not things the body is used to. The body is used to organic food. So when you now use processed food, now the body will start running a tasketa, and it's a problem. Make time to sleep. This sleep matter. We are stressed. So I won't say it again. So when you want to reset the body, there's some food you must eat more. And that is still the same food fasting we're talking. Green vegetables at every meal, especially when you have crossed 50. You understand? If you are still young, you can still profit. But once you have crossed 50, green vegetables at every meal. Gluten-free grains. There are some grains that we have now, they are full of gluten. What is the problem with wheat? It's gluten. Yes. That's why, because they say wheat is good for diabetics and all that. Yeah. True, the sugar level of wheat, the calorie is low. But what of the gluten? It is that gluten that gives me constipation. You understand? It's the gluten that gives a lot of people diarrhea and body reaction. Because if it's processed, if it's the one you did yourself, there's no gluten. No. You know that.
Okay.
Gluten is the one they processed. You understand? So during the process of processing, gluten becomes a part of it. So white fish, salmon, sardine, they are things you must take. So switch from red meat to white fish. It's called white meat. You understand? Things like catfish. And some people tell you that catfish is not, but it's not true. Catfish is good.
The one that they rear at home.
Yes, everyone, all of them are red at home.
The fresh water one with what they feed them.
And do you know if you get the one from the river, it's sweeter. You understand? But how will you get it now? Legumes, organic chicken. You know there's fake chicken now.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a chicken that they were producing. They were hoping to ship it to Nigeria. I don't know if they shipped it sharp, but that chicken grows in 1 week. From egg to maturity is 1 week. Yes. And the person that was doing the therapy mentioned in the video that he's going to ship it to Nigeria. Yes, he mentioned it. It was all over social media. Yes. And you know, he will ship it. Nothing will happen.
Nothing will happen.
Nothing. So fruits, roots, potato, sweet potato. You know, sweet potato is very good. Yes, Irish potato. So people are diabetic can take Irish potato.
There are two types of potato.
Yes, sweet and Irish.
There's one that is red.
Okay,
So that
there's
was more medicinal
than the white one. That's
The red sweet potato.
yes.
How
But
about
very
sugar cane?
expensive in market.
Imagine
For
those-
people who have
those
diabetes,
are-
somebody said it's good.
What's that?
Sugar cane.
Sugar cane.
Somebody said it's actually good for people who have diabetes.
I will not suggest that. I will even something that is as good as honey, something that is good as dates. A diabetic should not take it. There's what is called what they call this. There are some fruits that are rich in sugar. They are prone to causing diabetes. You understand? Yes. They are good though. So if you say, okay, for instance, I have a client in Lagos that somebody recommended a fruit fasting for him and recommended watermelon. So I was taking watermelon in the morning, watermelon in the night, watermelon in the this thing. Do you know, Anthony, quickly go and do your sugar level. By the time he did, it was 6.4. And the normal rate is supposed to be 4.2 to 6.4. So he was already slipping into diabetes. So he was just shouting. And the person that told him is a nutritionist.
Yeah.
Not a layman. So
He was already diabetic.
no, it wasn't diabetic.
So meaning that even
So if he didn't stop,
ordinary people who don't have that challenge, if you take too much of it.
that's why I told you that the nothing should be taken in excess.
Moderation.
Even this banana, if you take it in excess, the potassium in it will spike will start affecting your blood pressure and will crash it. Yes. Because potassium works in opposite of sodium. Sodium raises BP, potassium brings it down. Yes. Herbs, spices, those are things that we can do. There are a lot of spices in the market. So let's move on to the next top
But
part.
sorry, which one is the organic chicken now? How do you know?
Organic chicken is a local
Native.
chicken, native chicken.
So all this one day.
Except the one they read in Nigeria. Like what I told my wife, buy chicken live and kill it
The
yourself.
one are poultry people.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. At least you are seeing it. Nigerians have not gotten to the level where they produce chicken today and they feed it today. They have not gotten to that level, but very soon we'll get there.
Few months.
Okay, so let's go. Well, I'm going to look at some natural remedies, and I want to explain. So as I'm going, just ask me any of the natural remedies, and I'll tell you anyone that I'll tell you the response or the one to use. So for arthritis, I mentioned that there are different types of arthritis. So you can do a juice for arthritis, and part of the juice is carrot, celery, pineapple, and lemon. You just juice it together. You know when you are juicing lemon, you remove the seed. You remove the seed. You understand? The celery is not easy to drink. So no, it's not bitter. The taste is a nasty taste. And the odor is it can even make somebody to vomit.
Is it the leaf you have? Okay.
No, this one is not it. I would have brought if I bring celery here, everywhere will change. But so take small quantities, small. If I that small, we even change the taste of the body. It's good for the body. So you can also use leaf of life. This is leaf of life.
Oh, exactly.
Yes, this is what they call leaf of
What do
life.
you use? What do you call it?
It's everywhere. I don't know. A lot
I
of
have
people have
it.
it here.
Wow.
So
Let me
you can even You can even chew it.
No, the leaf will
Even
grow.
the life, the leaf will grow.
Every part of this tree grows. The leaf,
It's a shrub, eh?
yes.
Why is it called leaf of life?
Because every part of it grows. If the leaf falls on the ground, it will grow.
No, I hate it. What? The thing is disturbing
Then
me.
it must be good in the body.
No, that's what they call leaf
I
of
was
life.
looking for
It's just the
the
leaf falls on the ground.
Yes.
The leaves will grow.
Grow.
Just this one leaf now will grow.
Yeah. Wow.
They even call it wonder.
So give me a few leaves. Please.
I have plenty of.
So this is leaf of life for those of us.
I'll put and throw away.
Show them online. This is leaf of life. What they are saying it.
All this natural.
So I've been looking for leaf of life has both spiritual and physical benefits. But I'm not going to go to the spiritual benefits. Leave that one for
Knowledge.
no, that's outside the scope of this class.
But you know it.
Yes, I know it.
I said we were told that it drives away evil spirits.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
That's why I said let me not go into that
Then you
one.
can teach us is
No, you have just said one of the benefits.
And they use it for
So,
children on
They have to cap
I know my
in fact, if yes, even ear infection, you can heat it.
Yes.
Squeeze out the oil.
Fire.
Yes, and pour.
It brings out oil when
There will be something
Yes,
like
everyone eats it.
Also good for
the fry pan.
Yes, that's where I was going. So if let me tell you how to.
You put it the oil in points there. It will just fall.
So let me show you how to use this for arthritis. So you just so you just cut a leaf, different maybe like up to 10, and put it on a pot and leave it inside the fire. You understand? Or a frying pan, a flat yes frying pan. Just leave it inside to heat up. When it's heated up, it becomes very very soft. Yes. So you get diclomol. Diclomol is this hot balm, or you can use abonico, any of the hot balm. Rub it on the leg, then use this, place it on the different parts of the leg where you are feeling the pain, and just leave it like that.
Just like that.
Yes. Yes, you can use maybe like a bandage to tie it round, and but let it be hot as you are placing it on it. Yes. Just do it morning, evening.
For how long?
Until the pain goes. Yes.
Okay, like in my own case, I had surgery on my knee, but I'm still just recovering. I'm still feeling the pain. Can I use surgery?
Sure. It will take care of the pain. It's anti-inflammatory.
I get that for cancer.
Anti-inflammatory.
Can I drink it?
Yes, you can eat it. It's edible.
Can you?
You can juice it and drink. It's edible.
Sometimes I drink in my salad.
Yes, it's edible.
They
You
say
can juice
that's
it.
like garden egg.
It just has natural.
This one they call hospital too far.
No, this one
that
hospital
one
too
is
far.
different.
Hospital too far has a wide branch.
Why this? My neighbor has that one. They say hospital is too far. Well, they're just planting.
So, and
sorry, I didn't get what you said about using this for the ear.
just heat it up.
Yeah.
When it becomes very hot, squeeze it. Oil will come out,
Yeah.
or any liquid will come out. Then drop it into the ear.
Yeah.
For ear pain and ear infection.
Okay.
Take care of it.
If you have a baby that has
Or nerve problem, just put that oil there.
Okay.
It will fall off.
Follow.
Yes. So and
It's common. I've not
it's
seen
common,
it.
yeah.
Very
So
common.
let's move on.
What is the botanical name?
That one hard, but
People
yes, just like breathe. I start with breathe. I couldn't cram it though. So okay, so let's continue. No problem. Person can. So let's move on. Let's move on. Easy.
Diclomol. That is a balm.
It's a balm, yeah. A white balm. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on. Many of us have things in the house that we don't know the benefits until somebody points it out to us. So many of us have explained how to use biodisc when you're having arthritis. So you can pass a torchlight through it. This is biodisc. It's called it's an energy generating device. So how do you use it? You hold it close to the leg where you're having the pain, and you pass a torchlight through it. So the light energy will pass the scalar energy into the skin. You do it for 15 minutes to 20 minutes every day, morning, evening. Within 2-3 days, the pain should disappear.
When you told me, I tried it.
Yes.
I did not do it morning.
Okay.
But I did more than 20 minutes.
Okay.
Whether it's from my belief or from what I heard from it, I just felt relief. Later, the pain came back again.
Yeah, because you need to be consistent. Once you, yes. Okay. You just place it. Let's say this is your knee. You place it on the knee and pass a torchlight through it. So the light will pass through this and hit the point where you're having the pain. Or you can drop this inside a bowl of water and leave it for 24 hours. Then wet a towel with the water and use it to tie around the leg, the knee, or any part where you have pain.
We remove the rubber.
You remove, no, you can put it there, yeah, with the rubber. So when you do that, you do it consistently. Like I used to say, natural medicine doesn't work like English medicine. English medicine will stop the pain instantly, but it will still come back. But natural medicine is gradual, a gradual healing. So you need to do it for some time. Like the woman that had cancer of the throat that I treated. Do you know the woman took the treatment for almost 1 year, and she was consistent with it every morning. You understand? But there are some people that also get the same treatment and they still died of cancer because they were not consistent. A natural human being, once the pain eases, they throw away the system, they discard it. I'm okay now. You understand? So when the pain will now come back, it will now go and bring his brothers, his uncles. Yes, and by the time they are hitting you, it's hospital straight. So that's the way.
Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Maybe use this opportunity to talk about the biodisc.
Okay.
I have actually used the biodisc religiously,
Okay.
consistently.
Okay.
I don't know when I
Yes,
think about 2-3 years I got it from you.
Yes, I remember.
And my BP has been able to stabilize.
Wow.
Without drug, any medication.
Yes, at least for the last 2 months. For the last 2 months, I've not used BP drug.
Wow.
And the last time I checked, my BP is 128.
Wow.
Wow.
Perfect.
I don't think for 2 months now, consistently,
Wow.
I'm not taking it.
So you're a testimony for what
So
we're talking about.
I've used biodisc. I use it.
And she has used it for more than 3 years.
Water. I said maybe when I come out like
Yes.
this. Sometimes too, I carry it in my bag. If you give me water, I just
Place
put
it
it there.
on it.
I take it.
There was no.
All the water I take in the house.
You do that to the
Yeah,
the water.
no, I didn't do this one now today. But the water I drink in the house,
Mm,
it's
and
too-
in fact, I didn't bring it out because I'm energizing the one I will use for the week. So, and I use it consistently. And
So-
always under my pillow.
But then is there a time you stop using the disc?
No, once your body has corrected,
You can
and you are sure it has corrected, you have tested it over the months, it has corrected. You want to use it, stop it, fine. But the truth is that when you are used to it, it's difficult to stop. Yes, and when you already used to, already have put on your mind to use it, it will be difficult to stop. I have a training I also attended. The guy was in NMPC. He bought all his family members are diabetic, and he now became also diabetic. So he said he just bought it. He was using it. I just told him to be using it. He was still taking his drug. After some time, he just stopped taking drugs. He was tired of drugs. So when he was now doing medical check, he discovered that the sugar level was okay. So he now called me and said, please, so my sugar level is okay. How? I said, how did that happen? Because I don't understand. I was expecting that I'll be very sick now. And now I see whether I have been using the Biodisc. He said he has been using it. Do you know that guy chaptered about this for the family? He just told me, "Okay, can you send 10 to me?" And I just packaged it, sent it to him in a lorry. He just distributed to his family members. Till today, he's still following him in my group. So I have a lot of testimonies, but you know.
Yeah, people need to stop it. It's just a healthy way of living. As long as that your water, at least the water you drink is safe.
It's safe,
So
yes.
I want to ask, using only on the water, is it enough to solve all the problems? Because like, since that time I bought from
Yes.
you, every water I take from my house, I put it on that. It's fine. For the water, I've been consistent. But the only thing I notice, I hardly feel weak, even when I'm tired.
Yeah.
Also, even time I take the water, I hardly feel weak or as I used to be before. Now I'm asking, using it only on water, is it enough to bring back the healthy?
It's not enough. Okay, let me say that you can use it specifically and you can use it generally. You are using it generally now. For instance, if you want to use it for your knee, you need to energize for 24 hours, then put it in a towel and place it on the knee. Okay. Yes, that's a different thing. So it's now directly on the knee. It's not like you are just drinking the water. You understand? So that's, you can use it specifically, you can use it generally. For instance, having headache, you can just place it on the head and it will still give you the same result. So let's move on to UTI. There are teas for UTI. You can use turmeric. You can use turmeric powder, ginger, lemon. Turmeric is like curry. It has a root. If you grind it, it's like curry. So you can mix it with ginger and lemon and take it as a tea. So you squeeze the lemon into it, or you can slice the lemon and put it inside the tea. You know when you're drinking lemon, you don't drink the seed. Yeah, the seed is poisonous. Yes, even for orange. Lemon, yes.
Even the orange?
Yes, orange seed too.
Really?
Yeah,
so, but if you are
ingest
boiling it, like boiling the lemon with the tea together, and the seed is here.
No, not chewing. Chewing is the problem. If inside the juice, no problem, but it's chewing. So there's what is called cranberry juice. You know cranberry now? There's cranberry capsule, there's cranberry juice. It's very medicinal for UTI, and it clears it off. Vitamin C too, you understand, also helps to clear off UTI. There's what is called oregano oil. It's like CBD oil. I know many of us know CBD oil. You put it in a drop. You just put a drop in your tongue, and that's how oregano oil is. You know, CBD oil used to be very powerful, but Nigerians have abused it. It doesn't make sense anymore because because what they said it does is not what it does. They say if you drink CBD, all the problem in this life will be cured. But it's not. It's cannabis.
It's very expensive, but no.
It's made from cannabis.
This oregano, I have the plant.
Yeah, there's oregano plant too. So please, I will need it. Okay, so remedies for hypertension. For people who are hypertensive. In fact, what the juice we are going to share is for hypertensive people. But even if you are not hypertensive, you can still take it. It's fine. So 1 beetroot, 1 carrot, 1 apple, half lemon, blend it together for 1 take. 1. So you're taking this one once. Beetroot is very, very medicinal because it breaks down cholesterol. Yes. So if you're always taking beetroot, it's difficult for cholesterol to accumulate in your body. It breaks it down. Yeah. And when you're not adding lemon to it, which also breaks down cholesterol, you are getting a maximum benefit.
So this one too is good for cholesterol.
Yes. And helps the blood to flow well. So you can juice beetroot, add apple, celery, cucumber, and ginger, and then juice it together too. So either you do this or you do this, any of them is fine. So can we go on?
And celery, you say the smell is terrible.
Just take some. You can, yeah.
Can I use this for my stew?
The celery.
Celery, yes.
You are a strong woman.
You don't much. Just
You don't feel it.
It's not that bad.
I didn't know it was that. The smell was that bad. I don't juice it for her.
No, what is it in salad stew? They put it in salad too.
When I want to have a different taste of stew.
Yes.
I just put a little.
I put it in salad, even in pepper soup and in stew.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
So the only thing I notice is sometimes hot.
Okay.
It will be, you feel taste as if it's pepperish.
Pepper.
Yes.
That is not good for ulcer.
now him I want, they go kill him.
Okay. So
Hello,
let's
sir.
go.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
So this drink to remedy high blood pressure.
Yeah.
You take the portion once a day.
Twice at most twice a day.
At most twice.
Yes,
a day.
morning and evening.
You know.
Morning on empty stomach, evening before you sleep.
Maybe you keep doing it. Maybe
You just
6
keep
months,
doing
1
it.
year, as long as it takes you to.
Yes.
That's
But
you take your
beetroot.
medication.
But beetroot is you shouldn't be taking every day.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the impact it has on the liver. Yeah, so you shouldn't be taking every day. So you take it maybe like every other day. You understand?
So
You take it today, next day you skip, you take it, or you take it at a go, 5 days and rest for like 3 days, then you take it again.
And when you say one, what kind of size? Because you know they have big, small.
Yeah, no, you must correspond with the other ingredients now. It must correspond.
In terms
Something
of size.
like this size, yes.
Oh, that's a
Like
big
this
one.
size. So okay, for ulcer, cabbage is a very powerful medicine for ulcer. In fact, you can just do cabbage and add lemon. No, not lemon. Add honey to just cabbage and just be drinking it. And you know there are two kinds of cabbage. There's red cabbage, there's green cabbage. Like the smoothie, the juice I did, there's red cabbage inside. It's more powerful than the green cabbage.
How to come back?
Yes, one small one like this is one small one like this. I bought it for 1,000.
Ah, okay.
One is 1,000, and very small. So there's one I prepare for my wife, and this the what I do. I use cabbage. I use green cabbage, 1 round green cabbage, turmeric powder, like 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, honey, like a drop of honey, and aloe vera gel. You know aloe vera?
Yeah, the
You
gel.
remove the gel, you remove the skin, the gel itself. Just scoop it and put it inside and juice everything.
So it's the gel.
Aloe vera gel is
the
more
leaf.
powerful, not the leaf, the gel.
The gel is inside.
Yes,
I don't
it's
know
white
use it on
and
the
slippery.
children for the skin.
It's you can even blend it. You can blend it and drink.
I don't
Yes.
see it to
I
it draws.
thought they have two
very
type of aloe vera. There's one that is edible. There is one that is not edible.
The ones-
So how
the ones-
can we
Differentiate.
the two of them?
The ones that are not edible don't look green. They have something like a yellowish color. You understand? And it's not as thick as the one. You see that it's wide.
The one that
Yes,
is thick is edible.
It's
right?
edible. The ones that we grow in the house now, they are all edible.
No,
So you just yes,
You know, talking about cure for ulcer.
yeah.
There's also somebody I know who had ulcer. And this thing, he used. We call it Edo. I mean, no, Edo in my local language.
Okay.
Edo. I don't know what it is in English.
Describe.
And it has the characteristics of this aloe vera. Kind of similar, but Edo. Maybe you don't. We call it Edo in
Okay, maybe you can
in my
snap
local
it.
dialect. Yeah, Igbo, but my own
Can you
Edo.
spell?
EKWU. Edo. Yeah. Edo.
Okay, you know what to do. Snap it. Let's send it to the
Yeah, I
group.
think I'll try and get it and
Get it and send so that
because the guy said it was so. Okay, what he does, take it, soak it in water, maybe 2 days or so,
2 days, yeah.
and then now begin to drink the water.
Okay,
And
okay.
he said he had to cure his own.
Yes. Fermented products.
For ulcer.
Fermented products are very effective against ulcer, like unsweetened yogurts.
Yeah.
Yes, akamu. Unripe plantain. You put it in a
Yes.
container and leave it for 2-3 days to ferment. You understand? Because fermented products have more probiotics. So the probiotics inside kills off the bacteria, which is H. pylori.
You mean you
Yes.
put up?
Pap, it's already done. So, but raw pap, just miss it.
Even purple, alright.
Yes, unripe purple also works. Yeah. So remedies for diabetes, leaf of life can also be used for diabetes. Just chew it, or you can juice leaf of life. You can juice bitter leaf. You understand? Bitter leaf juice. Although bitter leaf juice you shouldn't be taking every day because of the impact on the liver too. The leaf of life you can juice it and drink. You can boil a tablespoon of this combination. That's the leaf of life. And drink. The diabetic pouch is a pouch. This is it. So the pouch is you open it. Let me see if I can open this. You open it. There's a black substance. Yeah. So you wash your navel, clean it with a towel, and use this to stick on the navel. Yes.
For diabetes.
For diabetes, and leave it for 4 days.
It will be there for 4 days.
It will be there for 4 days. Even if you are bathing, don't remove it. After 4 days, you remove it. Then place another one. So like 5 of these will take you for 20 days. Within 20 days, for some people, the sugar level drops, crash. In fact, I have a recent testimony.
It will go back again.
He said you now use your lifestyle to correct it now. But if you now go and start drinking Coke and Fanta, it will still come back. So I have a recent testimony. Someone that bought it, he has been diabetic for years. And I told him to add the energized water so that he will have a faster result. It's only still around something milligram per DL. He was already going. So he did it, and within 1 week, the thing just brought it down. So what I tell people is that when you bring it down, you can now use your lifestyle.
Sorry, to which level?
Brought it down to 90 something from 300. So I think it was 98 he brought it down to. The lady is supposed to be here, but I think she traveled. She would have said it herself.
So you sell this?
Yes, this is available. One is 1,000 for now. It's part of what we are going to increase the price before the end of the month.
The fat content.
How many do you have in the
No,
July month.
one is individual, so you get 4 of this or 5 of this for a start. No, it's one.
That's for diabetes.
For the diabetic patients. So you take it one. This one is already open, so it's just for demonstration. Okay, so let's go on. Remedies for asthma. A lot of people have asthma, so you can use ginger, cut ginger to small pieces, add it in boiling water, steep it for 5 minutes. So you boil and allow it to cool. After cooling, you drink it. It helps to calm the ulcer. Then mustard oil too can also help the ulcer patient. Like yes, with a little camphor. So you massage it into the chest. As it's breathing, it is clearing it. Another thing that can also clear it off is hot, what they call it? Steaming, yes. You know, COVID made steaming very popular. But you know, everybody has forgotten now. We are now okay. COVID has gone too.
Oh my gosh.
So, natural remedies for boosting cells. Tiger nut, dates, coconut mixture. That is, well, all of us know that one now. We don't know it. Are you kidding me? You are not in the Buddha generation. So the mixture, just take it together, can help to boost. People sell it as kunaya or something like that. Yes.
Both sides or only for one sex?
Both. So it increases libido. Yes.
Which one is maca?
There's what is called maca powder. It's from maca roots. They sell it in container. If you go to Konga or Jumena, just search maca powder, you see the powder. So you can use the powder to do tea. It's also a very high boosting.
Which one is the coconut mixture?
Which one? No, you mix this.
Okay, and coconut.
Yes.
What do they call it?
Coconut, that's the
Normal coconut.
That's the normal Sumaya.
So there's another one that is called honey wheat, honey goat meat. You know honey goat meat? Okay. There's what is called honey goat
No, I
meat.
said even in the restaurant.
It's a weed, but when goat eats it, the goat becomes honey. Yeah, so they now grinded it and decided to sell it.
We didn't get that one. We're still talking about
Okay, there's a powder called honey goat's weed. It's a weed, it's a plant. Anytime, yes, a grass. Anytime goat eats it, the goat becomes honey. You understand? So what they did was to grind it and to start giving it to man. If man also takes it, man will also become honey.
the goat becomes.
No, they sell it. Some that are in capsule form. You see, they will just when you go to a big pharmacy like Remedies, or if you want to buy it, I can help you get it. It's called honey goat weed. Yes. So combination of honey goat weed with maca powder is a super booster. Your husband and wife will hear it all. So this is the end of our.
This enough flowers we have. That's the honey goat weed.
Yes, it's there, but it's not too common.
It's not common.
No, it's not too common. Around this area, it's not too common. Okay, so I just want to explain a few. Let me just explain. Let me just end by explaining energy medicine. We're done. After this is the last thing. They said there are questions. So energy medicine is using energy to actually restore the body to factory setting. That is where Biodis comes in. That's where Pendant comes in. You can see me wearing this. You can see me. I have the bracelet too. When I went to speak somewhere, I think that was a Full Gospel Businessman Fellowship. And now one man now called me aside. I said, which court do you belong? I said, I don't understand. He said, this thing you are wearing. He said, this thing you are wearing, is it not for courts? I said, no. I'm telling you. I said, no. And I started explaining. So when I started talking, I said, I thought as in the leadership of the Full Gospel have lost it. So for them to bring a courtist to come out and teach. So as I explained to you, energy medicine, you know, Nigerians said, we have a way of seeing medicine. If it's not tablets, take 2 in the morning, take 2 in the evening, we don't like it. Every other thing, they'll tell you, herbal drug, leave them. Herbal drug, they kill people. But you know that more people are recovering from herbal drug than hospital drugs. I'm telling you the facts. But the way we condemn it is so bad. There's a herbal drug, kill person. Do you know many people have died from the hospital? Yes. A friend of mine took the father to the hospital for malaria. They gave the father an injection and the liver packed up. Yes. In the same national hospital. Yes. One injection and the person packs up. But you see, is a herbal medicine that we are all interested in. That's the one we are. So energy medicine, the first one is Biodisc, there's cheap pendants, there's a bracelet, there's even energy underwear, there's energy ring, there's energy shoe, energy everything. But they are all doing the same thing. So what does it do? You can transfer energy through water. You place this on, you bottle water on it and leave it for even 30 minutes, 1 hour, depending on how long you can leave it. The longer the better. Yes. So you leave it, after that you start drinking the water. A client of mine gave the water energized to someone who had severe tummy pain.
Sir, I'm there. I'm just there. Let me just emphasize on that one. With this money. Yes, with this water.
Yes.
Stomach.
Please be videoing and let's see.
I don't have stomach issue. Once I have any stomach issue, my stomach is biting me, I'm purging, I'm stooling.
Yeah.
I just make sure I over
energize it, yeah.
I drink
like 1 hour.
Yes, like 1 hour. I even leave it overnight to
yes.
I leave it. Once I drink the water, my stomach issues taken care of. And my children complain of stomach, I ate, I'm stooling, take by this water, and that's just purging.
Yeah.
I can't purge for a day or two. No, once I take this water, my stomach issues taken care of.
I started using mine just 2 weeks ago.
Okay, yes.
So what I use is the water.
The cup.
No, the dispenser.
Dispenser, okay.
So I energize it for 24 hours.
Yes. Before placing it on.
The water tastes different.
Yes.
You put it inside the dispenser.
Yesterday I was surprised. I took several cups.
You put it inside the dispenser.
No, inside.
On top, just on top of the dispenser.
Yes, I noticed that since I've been taking it, so many other.
So it doesn't matter the water.
You told us from 20 minutes. Is that 20 minutes?
No, what I said is a minimum of 20 minutes. Minimum 20 minutes. But it can be more than. Yes. Because that water on there, it removes the chlorine in the water. Yes. And it tries to neutralize the water. So if the water was a little bit acidic because of chlorine, it neutralizes the chlorine. So the change in taste is from the taste of the chlorine.
Okay.
Yes.
So for the dispenser, you just put it on top of the
On
bottle.
top, there's one permanently on my dispenser. I'm the one selling now, so I just let it. My wife knows now. There's one permanently on her job. She has a job. It's in the car. It's permanently inside, so you don't fill it with water.
My sister bought this clear pot and drop it there permanently. She keep adding water.
The water is
Clay pot.
No, it's not that you
She squeezed from inside or she put it up.
She remove the rubber, drop the thing.
Yes, you can remove the rubber if you are going to be very careful.
Are you an Igbo?
If you are careful, you can remove the rubber. But once this thing falls on the ground, that's the end. This is a protection. So it will not break. Yeah. But if I remove this now, that will be the end. Yes. So if you know you're not going to be careful, like her own, she has removed the rubber, but she's careful. It's inside the
permanent.
Yes. It's she wants to wash it. But if you are not going to be careful, just leave it with the rubber.
Does it affect,
Do you wash it with soap?
No, just plain water.
He also has
There's this dispenser that was fitted during COVID-19.
COVID, okay.
If you have that, because what you explained to me then was that you put it inside the water.
Yes, you can also put inside the water. Yes, you can put inside the water.
And I think the example she gave now, that the sister put it
Inside the water,
That's
yes.
the water.
But without the rubber.
Yes.
Without the rubber.
Are you serious?
The energy doesn't finish because you are
No, energy can never be created or destroyed from science.
Does
Yes,
it
it can also
affect, other drinks like this apple, what's it called?
Other
vinegar.
juice.
Vinegar.
You know that description.
Well, no, it doesn't affect it, but it can boost the effect.
Huh?
It can boost the effect.
The effect.
Yes.
Okay.
Like you can place your drugs on it. If you have drugs you think you can place on it. The drugs are more absorbed in the body when they are energized. Yes.
But if you are going to use water that has been energized to take the drug, you know the same
It's
thing.
still the same thing.
So what I want to
It will
use to
boost
make
the
up
effect of that.
So the juice you have is beetroot, red cabbage, cucumber, and
Carrot.
eh?
Is there carrot?
No, there's no carrots. Yes, no, also BP.
Just normal.
But
Cucumber,
anybody can take it.
cabbage,
Beetroot.
beetroot, yeah, cucumber,
Cabbage.
cabbage, beetroot,
Red cabbage.
yeah,
The red
those are the
cabbage.
things I use, and watermelon. Sorry,
Okay.
there's watermelon, but the watermelon is not so much. Yeah,
No pineapple.
no pineapple. So some people are already ordering for it. Let me have one so that I can show them.
So this is the one for high blood pressure, huh?
Yes, people with high blood pressure can use it.
Can I have
Arthritis.
take away?
Now
Yes,
you
also too.
Arthritis.
No, not
If you
this
open
one.
it,
Yes,
you
you buy.
finish it. Yes.
No, you can open and cover
How
back.
much is it?
Okay.
So the energized water,
Yes.
use it to take medicine?
How much
Yes.
is this?
Yes.
If you want to take away.
Okay, for you to take away, one bottle is 500.
Okay, all right.
So it's
Okay.
That's fine.
I was going to ask, so that means this energy ball, you can really buy more than one?
Yes, yes.
Like
Put in different things.
and give
Yes.
Put under your pillow.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Now the other pillow one, I don't understand. What does that
No,
mean?
you have to, okay, there's what is called, the body can be charged. The body has a charge. The reason why they say you should use your bare foot on the floor is so that you can hurt yourself. Yes. Like all these white people, you see them walking on the beach barefooted, they are hurting themselves. So all the negative charge will go to the heads. You understand? So that's exactly when you put this under your pillow, it acts as hurting. It takes away all the negative charge. Yes. It goes
On the fabric.
yes.
Fabric,
On the both your body.
Let's hear it's
Your-
under the pillow.
Yeah, it's energy, so it can penetrate through the pillow. Yes, it takes away all the negative charges into it.
So
So it's easy for the body to more
relax.
relaxed. Like when you're walking on
Nice.
the beach, that you feel more relaxed. It's
You
meant
can walk on ordinary sand.
ordinary sound too, yes.
But not on the thighs.
No, on the thighs, well, it's still, but it won't give you as the same effect as sound.
No, I think they usually say natural sand.
Well, on the last Oh, we're still.
We're done. We're done.
Okay. You said you were going to mention something about cholesterol.
Yes. I mentioned the beetroot.
Okay.
Yeah, beetroot can. Lemon can take care of cholesterol. Exercise can also take care of cholesterol.
Because I met a dietitian who said I should stop taking
ogbono. Why now?
He said it's cause high cholesterol.
No.
It reduces high cholesterol.
No. If I even call him egusi, I will even consider because egusi has oil. But not ogbono. Okay, so please, so announcement is 1,000.
I was looking at you.
It's 1,000.
Sorry. Excuse, he wants to talk.
Yes, sir.
When you were explaining the combination, my mind went up.
Okay.
And then who uses this?
BP patients, ulcer patients.
Oh.
Yes.
Now, do you
anybody can use it. A baby can use it. Everybody can use it. Beetroot is very high in antioxidants.
These dietitians.
Yes.
I stopped taking
No.
I'm serious about it. No. That it's not good that it has high, cholesterol.
No, that's not right. If you are talking about egusi, I will still understand, but not ogbono. Yeah.
Ogbono is good.
Okra combination is very good.
Very good. Especially if the okra is not too cooked, still fresh. It's highly medicinal. In fact, you can even do you know you can cut okra and soak it in water for like 1 hour or 2 hours and drink it.
Drink the okra.
Yes, for diabetics, yes. For diabetes, yeah.
That's almost like
it's very medicinal. Yeah. Very medicinal. But aloe vera is a little bitter.
Bitter.
Not a little.
Cholesterol. Assuming they put you on medication.
Yes.
And then after some time,
when I get to check my BP.
But you checked and there wasn't too much difference in the because of this drink. What you call the something. And you decide, okay, you don't want to continue with drugs but to go natural. Is that okay?
If it's not already affecting your BP.
No.
Yeah, if it's not, if you are not a BP patient, fine. You can but you must exercise.
Exercise.
Yes, you must exercise. Yes, you must take a walk for a long distance and sweat.
Sweating is
because sweating is what makes you burn the fat.
If you're able to use the
don't overdo it.
No, that is in place of work. Like if you maybe use it for 30 minutes.
There's a blessing that comes with walking.
That's okay.
I feel so.
In walking, you don't need to sweat.
But if you walk a long distance, you will sweat.
You don't walk a long distance.
Yes,
and you walk a long distance, you are doing it as well.
No, do you know if you are walking, there's no way you will walk and you will break down. It's when you now start jogging.
Yes.
You understand? Because you can walk a long distance and you still be fine. Just like your legs will be aching you, but you'll be fine. So that's the issue. Okay, any other question? Mama, you're welcome.
So how do we get this the chain one?
It's available.
Is it that they don't do different sizes? Because earlier when you came out before, I see people with bigger one.
Different companies produce this here. But I like this glass one.
Okay.
It looks more fashionable.
I saw somebody wearing the gold one. Your own is silver.
No, there's gold. I used to sell gold, but gold is more expensive though.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is the earlier version we had.
We even have green too.
It's green and blue. But I discovered that it wasn't sustainable. It was fading after some time. So I asked the company, yes. I asked the company to give me one that doesn't fade, and they gave me this. So on the 15th of July, final announcement. On the 15th of July, all prices will go up.
For
all the products. Yes. Baldis will be 25 instead of 20. The detox machine will be 45 instead of 40. This one will remain the same, 15. This one will be 12. Then the diabetic patch will be 1,500 instead of 1,000. The reason is very obvious. I called my bookie yesterday to know the price of dollar, and he said it's 618. Yes.
And it's going up.
Yes, and I did a calculation of
how much?
618. And I did a calculation of my last income, it was very low. That's if we're not selling. You understand? So I can't, because the first time I started selling this, dollar was 350. And now it's 600 and something, almost 100% increase. So we can't sustain the old price. So I'm announcing it here first. You heard it first. Between now and 15th, if you want to get it, you can get it before then. Yeah. So
I would like to have that. I would like to have one of that.
Okay. She would.
And this one.
Okay. She will attend to you. So if you have any question, I'll still be around. If you have want one-on-one, that's the benefit of coming here. You definitely get it. So thank you very much.
Is this your office?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So once I can end.
Yes, now.
Yeah, we'll take some pictures.
You put it on my profile.
No, not your profile. Student group.
Yeah, where do you stay?
Maybe let's shift this.
But what do you know?
So okay, let's shift this.
No problem. If you don't mind.
20 minutes.